In the twilight of our years, as the relentless march of time continues its steady advance, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The ancient Stoic philosophers, whose wisdom has stood the test of millennia, offer us guidance on how to navigate these later stages of life with grace and fortitude. This guidance is not merely theoretical but a living practice, offering profound insights into avoiding common mistakes that many make as they age. Here we delve into 13 critical errors to avoid in old age, drawing on the timeless teachings of Stoicism to illuminate our path. If you're new here, please like the video and subscribe. Statistics show that only 3% of my viewers subscribe. If this content was helpful to you in any way, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's get started. Number 1. Neglecting self-control. As we advance in age, life often becomes a blend of comfort and routine, where the temptation to surrender to complacency looms large. This is a stage where the demands and pressures of earlier years might ease, and a certain level of contentment might set in. However, amidst this ease, a crucial principle remains ever relevant: self-control. Marcus Aurelius, the wise philosopher-emperor, imparted a profound truth that resonates deeply with this phase of life. You have power over your mind, not outside events. This principle underscores the importance of maintaining control over oneself, regardless of the circumstances. In our later years, the risk of neglecting self-control becomes significant. The freedom that comes with age can sometimes lead to a sense of entitlement or a passive acceptance of one's circumstances. We might find ourselves slipping into habits that undermine our well-being, simply because we no longer feel the same urgency to act with discipline and purpose as we once did. Yet, this very neglect of self-control can lead to a life marred by regret and dissatisfaction. Consider the analogy of a garden. In youth, we may work hard to plant, water, and tend to it diligently. As we grow older, the garden might not require as much attention, and we might let it go without the same care. Over time, the once thriving garden becomes overrun with weeds and its beauty diminishes. Similarly, neglecting self-control in our later years can allow negative habits and behaviors to overtake our lives, leading to a decline in our mental and emotional well-being. Self-control is not merely about resisting temptations or adhering to rigid routines. It's about making conscious choices that align with our values and goals. It involves maintaining discipline over our desires, managing our reactions to external events, and continuously striving for personal growth. For instance, it means not giving in to the temptation of excessive indulgence or allowing ourselves to become inactive and disengaged. It's about actively participating in our own lives, making choices that lead to fulfillment and contentment rather than settling into a passive existence. Marcus Aurelius' wisdom highlights the power of the mind in shaping our lives. By exercising self-control, we harness this power to guide our actions and decisions. It empowers us to remain engaged, purposeful, and proactive, even as we age. This mindset ensures that we are not merely drifting through life but are actively shaping our experiences and maintaining a sense of agency and satisfaction. One key aspect of self-control is managing our responses to the challenges and changes that come with aging. Life inevitably brings new obstacles and adjustments, whether related to health, relationships, or personal ambitions. How we respond to these challenges speaks volumes about our level of self-control. Instead of reacting impulsively or with frustration, exercising self-control allows us to approach problems with calm and reason. It enables us to navigate difficulties with grace and resilience, turning potential setbacks into opportunities for growth. Additionally, self-control plays a significant role in our interactions with others. In our later years, maintaining healthy relationships and fostering meaningful connections require discipline and effort. It's easy to fall into patterns of behavior that might strain relationships, such as becoming overly critical or withdrawing from social interactions. However, by practicing self-control, we can cultivate positive interactions, show empathy, and contribute to a supportive and nurturing environment for ourselves and those around us. Another crucial aspect of self-control is the management of our mental and emotional states. As we age, it's important to remain vigilant about our thoughts and attitudes. Negative thought patterns, such as dwelling on past regrets or worrying excessively about the future, can erode our peace of mind and overall well-being. By exercising self-control over our thoughts, we can redirect our focus toward positive and constructive aspects of life. This practice not only enhances our emotional resilience, but also contributes to a more fulfilling and joyful existence. In the pursuit of self-control, it's also valuable to set and pursue meaningful goals. Having clear objectives and aspirations gives us a sense of purpose and direction. Whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a hobby, or contributing to a cause, setting goals provides motivation and a sense of accomplishment. It ensures that we are actively engaged in our lives and continuously striving for personal growth. Number 2, allowing destructive emotions to fester. As we journey through the later stages of life, we often become more vulnerable to destructive emotions, anger, regret, envy that can erode our sense of peace. Seneca, the renowned Stoic philosopher, wisely observed, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This insight reveals a profound truth about human nature. Much of our emotional distress is self-inflicted, stemming from our internal responses rather than external circumstances. In the twilight years of life, when the trials of youth have given way to a more reflective and potentially quieter existence, the tendency to dwell on negative emotions can intensify. It is easy to fall prey to regret for missed opportunities, anger over perceived injustices, or envy of others' successes. However, allowing these emotions to fester only serves to diminish our quality of life and impair our ability to make clear, reasoned decisions. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to confront these emotions with a rational mindset. When feelings of anger, regret, or envy arise, we must pause and evaluate their validity. Are these emotions based on reality, or are they products of our imagination? Often we find that our distress is amplified by our thoughts rather than by the actual events of our lives. For instance, consider anger. It is a powerful emotion that can consume us, leading to decisions and actions that we might later regret. When we allow anger to fester, it clouds our judgment and creates a rift between us and those around us. By practicing self-control and reflection, we can address the root cause of our anger and respond to it in a more measured way. This might involve asking ourselves whether the cause of our anger is truly worth the emotional turmoil it brings, or if there is a more constructive way to address the situation. Regret, similarly, can be a corrosive force if left unchecked. Reflecting on past decisions with bitterness or sorrow can prevent us from fully engaging with the present and appreciating the current stage of life. Instead of dwelling on what might have been, we should focus on what we can do now. Every moment offers a new opportunity to make choices that align with our values and goals. Embracing this perspective allows us to transform regret into a motivation for positive action. Envy is another destructive emotion that can take root and fester if we are not vigilant. It often arises when we compare ourselves to others and feel that we are lacking in some way. Rather than succumbing to envy, we should recognize our own unique strengths and achievements. By cultivating gratitude and focusing on our personal growth, we can counteract the negative effects of envy and find contentment in our own lives. To manage these destructive emotions effectively, cultivating mindfulness and emotional resilience is essential. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, which helps us to observe our emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. This practice allows us to recognize when we are being influenced by negative emotions and to respond with clarity and intention. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and maintain our equilibrium in the face of adversity. It involves developing coping strategies that enable us to handle stress and negative emotions constructively. Techniques such as deep breathing, journaling, or engaging in physical activities can help to alleviate the intensity of destructive emotions and restore a sense of balance. In addition, practicing self-reflection can help us gain insight into our emotional responses and identify patterns that might contribute to our distress. By examining our thoughts and feelings with an objective lens, we can better understand the sources of our negative emotions and take steps to address them. Number 3, ignoring the wisdom of reflection. As we advance in age, the opportunity to reflect on our lives and gain wisdom becomes more pronounced. Yet, one of the gravest errors we can make is to ignore this crucial practice of reflection. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus profoundly stated, "Our perceptions shape our reality." This simple truth underscores the importance of understanding and reflecting upon our experiences as a pathway to personal growth and fulfillment. In the later stages of life, we are presented with a unique vantage point, a chance to look back on our journey with greater clarity and insight. This period is not merely a time to reminisce, but a profound opportunity to engage in thoughtful reflection. By examining our actions, choices, and experiences, we can gain deeper insights into our lives and make meaningful adjustments. Ignoring the wisdom of reflection means missing out on valuable lessons that can inform our present and future. Without reflection, we remain trapped in the patterns of our past, unable to evolve or grow. Reflecting on our experiences allows us to understand what has shaped us, how we have responded to challenges, and what changes we might need to make to align our lives with our values and aspirations. For example, consider how reflection can shed light on our personal growth. By examining past mistakes, we gain a clearer understanding of where we went wrong and how we can avoid similar pitfalls in the future. This process of introspection is essential for making informed decisions and avoiding the repetition of past errors. Moreover, reflection helps us to appreciate our accomplishments and the progress we have made over the years. It allows us to acknowledge our strengths and successes, which can be a source of motivation and pride. Recognizing our achievements reinforces our sense of purpose and can inspire us to continue striving for personal growth. Epictetus's wisdom also highlights the role of perception in shaping our reality. By reflecting on our perceptions and attitudes, we can challenge and refine our understanding of the world. This process enables us to view our experiences from different perspectives and develop a more balanced and objective outlook. Ignoring reflection also means neglecting the opportunity to cultivate a sense of gratitude and acceptance. By reflecting on the positive aspects of our lives and the lessons learned from difficulties, we can foster a greater sense of contentment and appreciation. This practice of gratitude enhances our overall well-being and enriches our experience of life. Furthermore, thoughtful reflection fosters a deeper connection with ourselves and our values. It helps us to align our actions with our core principles and live a life of purpose. By understanding our motivations and desires, we can make choices that are more in harmony with who we truly are and what we wish to achieve. Number 4, resisting change. Change is an unavoidable part of life, and this becomes increasingly evident as we grow older. One of the key principles in Stoic philosophy is accepting what we cannot control and learning to adapt to change with grace and calm. Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic philosopher, wisely observed, "The only constant in life is change." This insight highlights that change is not just an occasional event but a fundamental aspect of our existence. As we age, we encounter numerous changes, whether they be in our health, our relationships, or our environment. Resisting these changes can lead to frustration and unhappiness. Instead of battling against the flow of life, the Stoic approach encourages us to embrace change and adapt to it with a rational and serene mindset. When we resist change, we often find ourselves caught in a cycle of struggle and suffering. This resistance can take many forms: clinging to old habits, refusing to accept new circumstances, or lamenting what has been lost. Such resistance only adds to our stress and prevents us from finding peace and contentment. Consider the natural world. Trees bend with the wind rather than breaking. They adapt to their environment, and in doing so, they survive and thrive. Similarly, by accepting change and adapting to it, we can navigate the shifts in our lives more smoothly. This approach does not mean we must passively accept every circumstance, but rather recognize what is beyond our control and focus on how we can respond effectively. Adapting to change with grace involves several steps. First, acknowledge the change and its impact on your life. Understand that change is a natural part of the human experience and that resisting it is futile. Next, reflect on how you can adjust your actions and attitudes to align with the new reality. This might involve developing new skills, altering your routines, or adjusting your expectations. For instance, if you experience a decline in physical health, instead of resisting the limitations, you might find new ways to stay active and engaged. Adapting to this change could mean exploring different forms of exercise, seeking support, or finding new hobbies that align with your current abilities. By embracing these adjustments, you can maintain a sense of purpose and satisfaction. Another aspect of adapting to change is maintaining a positive and open attitude. Rather than focusing on what you have lost or what is difficult, look for opportunities that the change might present. Sometimes change brings about unexpected benefits or new paths that we could not foresee. Number 5, relying too heavily on external validation. In our journey through life, it is easy to become fixated on seeking validation from others. We often look to external sources, whether praise from peers, accolades, or approval to affirm our worth and achievements. Yet, as Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wisely reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This powerful statement underscores a crucial truth: true strength and self-worth come from within. When we rely too heavily on external validation, we place our happiness and sense of accomplishment in the hands of others. This dependence can create a fragile and unstable foundation for our self-esteem. External validation is fleeting and unpredictable. What is praised today might be criticized tomorrow. This instability can lead to a rollercoaster of emotions, where our self-worth fluctuates with the ebb and flow of others' opinions. Instead of seeking approval from outside sources, Stoic philosophy advocates focusing on cultivating inner virtues and deriving satisfaction from our own achievements and character. By nurturing our internal values such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we build a stable sense of self that is not easily shaken by external factors. Consider the story of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who, despite being born into slavery and facing numerous hardships, found inner strength and peace through his own thoughts and principles. Epictetus did not rely on external circumstances or the approval of others to define his worth. Instead, he focused on his own reactions and attitudes, finding contentment in his inner virtues and personal growth. To cultivate a strong internal compass, start by setting personal goals and striving to achieve them based on your own values and principles. Reflect on your actions and decisions and assess them against your own standards rather than the expectations of others. This self-reflection helps to align your actions with your true self and fosters a deeper sense of fulfillment. Furthermore, practice self-compassion and recognize your achievements and efforts. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and appreciate the journey of growth and learning. By valuing your own progress and character, you reinforce your self-worth from within rather than relying on external affirmations. Additionally, engage in regular self-reflection and mindfulness. Take time to understand your thoughts and feelings and observe how they influence your sense of self. This practice helps you to remain grounded and centered, making you less susceptible to the fluctuations of external validation. Number 6. Failing to cultivate virtue. In the twilight years of life, it is all too easy to let our commitment to personal growth and virtue wane. Yet, according to Stoic philosophy, virtue remains the highest good, guiding us towards a fulfilling and meaningful existence. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, imparted a profound truth: happiness is a good flow of life, and this flow is achieved through virtuous living. In our later years, neglecting the pursuit of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance can lead to a life of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Virtue, as understood in Stoic thought, is not a fleeting quality but a steady, guiding force that shapes our actions and decisions. It represents a commitment to living in harmony with our true nature, driven by reason and moral integrity. Failing to cultivate these virtues means missing out on the chance to live a life of purpose and to leave a meaningful legacy. Consider the example of a life well lived in the pursuit of virtue. Imagine a person who, despite facing numerous challenges and changes, consistently acts with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Such a person embraces life's trials with a calm and reasoned approach, makes decisions based on fairness and moral principles, and maintains a balanced and controlled demeanor in the face of adversity. This commitment to virtue not only brings personal fulfillment but also positively influences those around them, creating a ripple effect of goodness and integrity. On the contrary, neglecting virtue can lead to a life where our actions are driven by momentary desires or external pressures rather than by reason and moral principles. Without the guidance of virtue, we may find ourselves pursuing superficial goals, making decisions that bring temporary pleasure but lack deeper significance. This can result in a sense of emptiness or regret, as we realize that our choices were not aligned with our true values. Number 7. Letting regrets dominate your thoughts. Regret can be a powerful and persistent force, often creeping into our thoughts and clouding our sense of peace. As Seneca, the wise Stoic philosopher, aptly observed, regret is the most useless emotion. This insight speaks to the heart of a significant issue we face as we age, allowing regrets to dominate our thoughts. Regret is more than just an unpleasant feeling. It is a thief that steals our joy and prevents us from embracing the present moment. When we dwell on past mistakes, we are not merely reflecting on what went wrong. We are, in essence, allowing those past errors to dictate our current emotional state. This habit of brooding over what might have been or what should have been done differently saps our energy and diverts our focus from the here and now. Instead of using our time and mental resources to enjoy life or to plan for the future, we become trapped in a cycle of self-reproach and dissatisfaction. Consider the vast expanse of time that stretches before us. We have a limited amount of it, and how we choose to spend it determines the quality of our lives. By letting regrets dominate our thoughts, we are effectively surrendering our present and future to the shadows of the past. This habit not only robs us of our peace of mind, but also inhibits our ability to act with purpose and clarity. To combat this tendency, we must shift our focus from what cannot be changed to what we can influence our present actions and thoughts. The Stoic approach to handling regret involves accepting the past for what it is and redirecting our energy towards constructive and meaningful endeavors. By focusing on what is within our control, how we respond to the present moment, and how we shape our future, we reclaim our power and regain our sense of direction. Embrace the present as a gift, an opportunity to live fully and purposefully. When regrets arise, acknowledge them, learn from them if necessary, and then release them. Allow yourself the freedom to move forward without the burden of past mistakes weighing you down. This practice of letting go does not mean forgetting the past entirely, but rather choosing to focus on what you can do now to create a better and more fulfilling life. Additionally, cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness can be powerful tools in this process. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to recognize when regrets begin to intrude. This awareness gives you the power to redirect your focus towards more positive and productive pursuits. To illustrate this, consider the example of a person who, despite having made significant mistakes earlier in life, decides to channel their energy into learning new skills, helping others, or pursuing a passion. By doing so, they transform the regret of the past into fuel for positive action in the present. This shift not only alleviates the weight of regret, but also enhances their overall sense of fulfillment and purpose. Number 8. Neglecting the importance of relationships. As we advance in age, the significance of our relationships often grows more pronounced. The simple truth is that meaningful connections with family and friends become an invaluable source of comfort, support, and joy. Neglecting to nurture these relationships can lead to a profound sense of isolation and loneliness, diminishing the quality of our later years. In this context, the wisdom of Stoic philosophy provides a guiding light. The Stoics deeply valued the role of community and mutual support. They understood that we are inherently social beings, and our well-being is closely tied to the quality of our relationships. As Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, reflected, the only way to deal with this life meaningfully is to find one's passion and put everything into it. This passion often involves engaging deeply with the people around us, who can offer both joy and wisdom. However, it is easy to take relationships for granted, especially as life becomes busier or more solitary. The Stoics advise against this lapse. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of close relationships, stating, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." This understanding is fostered through consistent effort and genuine engagement with those we care about. Number 9. Ignoring the body's needs. As we grow older, the importance of attending to our physical health becomes increasingly clear. Our bodies, like our minds, require care and attention to function optimally. Ignoring these needs can lead to a decline in our overall well-being, causing unnecessary suffering and discomfort. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely observed, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective emphasizes the importance of our response to life's circumstances, including how we manage our health. With age, our bodies undergo changes that necessitate a more mindful approach to self-care. Physical health should not be an afterthought, but an integral part of our daily lives. Neglecting the body's needs can result in a range of issues, from chronic pain to diminished mobility, affecting our quality of life and our ability to engage fully with the world around us. A balanced approach to health involves a combination of proper nutrition, regular exercise, and attentive care. Eating a well-rounded diet that includes a variety of nutrients is essential for maintaining energy levels, supporting bodily functions, and preventing disease. As we age, our dietary needs may change, and it's important to adapt our eating habits accordingly. This might involve incorporating more fiber, vitamins and minerals while reducing unhealthy fats and sugars. Exercise is another crucial component of maintaining physical health. Regular physical activity helps to preserve muscle strength, improve flexibility, and enhance cardiovascular health. It also contributes to mental well-being, reducing stress and boosting mood. Finding activities that you enjoy and can sustain over time, whether it's walking, swimming, or yoga, can make exercise a more enjoyable and rewarding part of your routine. Furthermore, paying attention to preventive care is essential. Regular checkups with healthcare providers, routine screenings, and vaccinations can help detect potential issues early and address them before they become serious. Just as we invest in our mental and emotional well-being, investing in our physical health is vital for ensuring a higher quality of life as we age. Incorporating self-care practices into daily life is not merely about addressing immediate health concerns, but also about fostering a proactive approach to well-being. This involves listening to your body, recognizing signs of discomfort or fatigue, and taking appropriate action. It's about creating a harmonious balance between physical, mental, and emotional health. The Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control applies here as well. While we may not have control over certain aspects of aging, we do have control over how we respond to our body's needs. By maintaining a disciplined approach to self-care, we exercise our ability to shape our experience and ensure that we face the challenges of aging with resilience and strength. Neglecting the body's needs can be a subtle trap, often overlooked in the busyness of life. However, by giving our physical health the attention it deserves, we uphold the Stoic ideal of living a life aligned with nature and reason. We acknowledge that our bodies are not separate from our overall well-being, but an integral part of it. Number 10. Failing to live with purpose. As we journey through life, especially in our later years, the risk of living without purpose becomes a pressing concern. A life lacking direction can feel aimless and hollow, stripping away the fulfillment that comes from living intentionally. The Stoic philosophers understood the importance of living with purpose, and their wisdom offers valuable guidance for ensuring that our lives remain meaningful as we age. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, profoundly stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This insight underscores the essence of living with purpose. It's not about reacting to others, but about aligning our actions with our values and principles. In our later years, this becomes especially significant. It's a time when reflecting on our life's direction and ensuring we contribute meaningfully to the world around us can provide a profound sense of fulfillment. Living with purpose involves setting clear intentions and goals that reflect our core values. It means asking ourselves what we truly want to achieve and how we can contribute positively to our community and loved ones. As we age, our priorities may shift, but the need for purpose remains constant. This purpose doesn't have to be grand or monumental. It can be found in the everyday actions and decisions that align with our personal values and beliefs. One way to cultivate purpose is by engaging in activities that bring joy and satisfaction, whether it's mentoring others, pursuing lifelong passions, or simply being present for those we care about. The Stoics believed in contributing to the common good and finding meaning through our actions. Living with purpose means recognizing the impact of our choices and striving to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Additionally, reflecting on our legacy and the mark we leave on the world can provide clarity on what matters most. Ask yourself, what values do I want to uphold? How do I want to be remembered? By contemplating these questions, we can align our daily actions with our broader goals and values, ensuring that we live a life that is both fulfilling and impactful. The pursuit of purpose also involves overcoming the inertia that can come with age. It's easy to fall into routines and become complacent, but actively seeking out new experiences and challenges can reinvigorate our sense of purpose. Embrace opportunities for growth and change, and don't shy away from setting new goals or exploring new interests. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, purpose is intertwined with virtue and self-discipline. Living with purpose requires us to act with integrity, wisdom, and courage. It means making choices that reflect our highest values and contributing to a life well lived. By focusing on these principles, we create a life rich in meaning and satisfaction. Number 11. Avoiding new experiences. As we advance in age, the temptation to retreat into the comfort of familiar routines and known surroundings can be strong. However, avoiding new experiences and challenges can lead to stagnation and a diminished sense of fulfillment. The Stoic philosophy offers a powerful counter to this tendency, urging us to view new experiences as opportunities for growth and enrichment. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, advised it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This wisdom is particularly relevant when facing the prospect of new experiences. Instead of viewing unfamiliar situations with apprehension or resistance, we can choose to see them as chances to expand our horizons and develop our character. Embracing new experiences keeps our minds sharp and our spirits engaged. Old age should not be a period of retreat, but rather a time to continue exploring and learning. Just as a river that ceases to flow becomes stagnant, so too can our lives become if we avoid new experiences. Engaging with the world in new ways, whether through learning new skills, traveling to new places, or meeting new people, can invigorate our sense of purpose and joy. The Stoic approach encourages us to remain curious and open to life's possibilities. It's about cultivating a mindset that views challenges as opportunities rather than threats. By doing so, we continue to grow and evolve even as we age. For example, picking up a new hobby, starting a new project, or volunteering in a new capacity can all provide a renewed sense of purpose and satisfaction. New experiences also offer valuable lessons and insights that can enrich our lives. They challenge us to adapt and expand our understanding, which in turn fosters personal growth. Embracing change and new opportunities allows us to remain engaged with life and maintain a sense of vitality and relevance. Avoiding new experiences can also contribute to a sense of isolation or disconnection. When we step outside our comfort zones, we open ourselves up to new relationships and communities. This not only keeps us socially active, but also helps us build connections with others who share our interests and passions. Engaging with different perspectives and experiences can also deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In the face of new experiences, it is natural to feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. The Stoics teach us to approach these feelings with a sense of equanimity. By acknowledging our fears and uncertainties but choosing to act with courage and curiosity, we can overcome the barriers that might otherwise hold us back. Conclusion. The wisdom of Stoicism offers invaluable guidance for avoiding common pitfalls in old age. By embracing self-control, we maintain mastery over our desires and actions, ensuring that we live not as passive observers, but as active architects of our lives. Overcoming destructive emotions such as anger and regret allows us to preserve inner peace and clarity. Pursuing virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance ensures that our later years are marked by purpose and fulfillment. The teachings of the Stoics encourage us to live with intention, to adapt gracefully to inevitable changes, and to fully appreciate the present moment. As we navigate the later stages of life, let these timeless principles illuminate our path, guiding us to live fully and meaningfully. By integrating the lessons of Stoicism into our daily lives, we can embrace our later years with dignity, resilience, and a deep sense of inner fulfillment. Thank you for exploring the profound teachings of Stoicism with us. If you found this journey inspiring, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like and share this video with friends who seek inner strength and wisdom. Subscribe to our channel for more motivational content rooted in ancient philosophy. By joining our community, you're embracing a path to self-mastery and resilience. Thank you. See you next video.